women belong in the kitchen. Their one true job is to please men, especially if it's their husband. Even if it's a new mother, her priority should be pleasing the husband, right? Barf. Too bad that a Japanese city is learning this the hard way. We are talking about Onomishi, a city in Japan. It conducted a survey in the year 2017, based on which it created flyers for pregnant women and distributed them among local residents. The flyers told new mothers how to treat their husbands. They said things like, if women are overly focused on a newborn child and ignores household chores, they will irritate their husbands. The flyers also said that husbands need to be thanked for doing the bare minimum, like washing the dishes or changing diapers, even holding the child. Why? Because apparently men and women feel and think differently. Men act based on theories versus women, they act based on emotions. They don't have a brain of their own, right? Just raging hormones. Now, if you want to hit someone with a brick over this, direct it towards the survey. But wait up, because that's not all they said. The flyers also told new mothers how they can please their husbands. They urged women to give their husbands massages and always have a smile on their faces. Local media reports drew attention to these flyers, and soon, as expected, social media was outraged. The misogyny of these flyers was welcomed with national fury. That sounds about right. It feels like the flyers traveled in a time machine and arrived in Japan to educate women on how to plaster smiles on their faces. People have been erupting with anger and disbelief, so much so that now the city's mayor has come forward. His name is Yukihiro Hiratani, and he has published an apology on the local government's website, saying that the flyers were not in line with the sentiments of pregnant women. Yeah, no kidding. The flyer distribution has been paused because they portray, quote-unquote, attitudes that stereotype gender roles. But even if the government says so, fact is, the survey said what it said. And it is only a showcase of Japan's largely patriarchal society. Because remember, it ranks 125 out of 146 countries on the World Economic Forum's Gender Gap Index. Its gender equality in politics is one of the lowest in the world, with women making up 10% of parliament seats. Women also constitute only about 13% of managerial positions in the workforce. The state is quite terrible. What's the result? The country's birth rate is falling, and so is its marriage rate. Both have fallen to fresh record lows in the past year. The situation is dire. Point is, if Japan wants to change its current situation, distributing such misogynistic flyers won't fly.